respectful. And even if you had an issue with somebody, you would be a little more conscious about who you say it to, and maybe you would be a little more courageous about speaking to them directly, so that the conversation could be a civil one, even if it's to agree to disagree. But nowadays, you know, you see all of these people talking crazy. You want to try to cancel a god like him. That man been fighting for our people his whole fucking career. That man been fighting for our people. He's actually going to try to get something for our people. How can you cancel a man that's going to try to get something for our people? Let me ask one question. Black and brown people, I done lived through, and if you and my age, we done lived through a lot of Democrats and a lot of Republicans being in office. Mm-hmm. I have not seen the benefit or the advantage of a Democrat or a Republican being in office, because niggas still got killed the same fucking way, no matter which one of them was in office. The disproportionate racial imbalance has not only been the same, but it's gotten worse. No matter which one of them was in the office, for black people and brown people. Mm-hmm. How the fuck we canceling Ice Cube? You crazy? Mm-hmm. Don't get caught up in the propaganda of these fucking shenanigans that these politicians play. Remember, they politicians. We people. How the voting shit work too, though, right? The voting thing works. When you vote, you vote for a president, or you vote for the member of the electoral college? Which one is it?
Well, it's two ways. It's the electoral college, and you vote for whatever the president. I say, because I voted today, Bus, right? And I know me and you could be on here for 4 hours about that, but I say Ice Cube is right to ask for accountability for black people. All he's asking for is, could you put down in paper what's really going on? The only thing that I think is a little wrong about it is, and I know they say the same gimmick every year, every 4 years, this is it. You got to vote now or forever hold your peace, or this country's going to the thing. So I just can't stomach or digest our president right now. I can't watch him on TV talking all this divisive shit, splitting the country in half. So me personally, I would say that I'm with Ice Cube the day after Joe Biden wins, and we'll hold him accountable to what Ice Cube is saying. I'm with him, because I have to agree with you. I had this conversation with my mother and father yesterday. We've been Democrats since I was born. And so I'm telling my mother, I said, listen, we are not the same black and brown people of 1970, 1980, even though it was intelligent, but it was scarce, right? Now, we have really built intelligence on another level. And our vote means we want to see what's done for our community. So I'm with Ice Cube in that 1,000,000%. I just personally, Fat Joe, cannot stomach this guy on TV for 4 more years. I just can't. Personally. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you, Crack. 1,000,000%.
And about canceling, the whole shit is some fuck shit. The whole cancel nation, the whole whatever they doing on Twitter, is the biggest fuck shit I've ever seen in my life. You got a person who, the way I deal with people is I deal with their integrity and their actions by years. So somebody can tell me, Bus, you never listen to me, Bus. You can actually come in my house and there's $1 million watch there, and you possibly could have been the only dude in this motherfucker, and the watch is missing, and I couldn't say Busta Rhymes stole it. Because I'd be like, yo, I know this man 20-something years. He ain't never like, I gotta go on the track record. And what the fuck are we living for if we can't judge people by their track record? That's all I'm saying. So, like, With Ice Cube, he's 1,000,000% correct. I'm with him. I just need, personally, Bus, and I know we can talk forever about this, I need this guy out of here. Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you, King. I'm with you. But I'm going to be honest with you, King. You know, as much as we need Trump out of here, we also need to make sure these politicians, which they are so trained to be incredible politicians, they know how to put that face on. They know how to lie with the straight face. They know how to look in your fucking eyeball and lie. They know how to do that so well. They've done it so long to our people. They promise so much shit. They don't make good on their word. There's no accountability for it. See, I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to watch a lot of people that got these perspectives, and I'm going to really look to see what y'all going to say when we about 2 years in, if Biden wins. Matter of fact, let's say when Biden wins, because I'm tired of this Trump nigga too, right? So, you know, everybody got their shit with them now.
I said first game. Listen to me, Bus.
Let me just finish, crack. Let me just finish, crack. Everybody got their shit with him. Biden got some shit with him that he's, you know, he realized he made a lot of mistakes on in the past. Some of these things are not even, there's a few things that ain't coming up too. But we're going to leave it where it is. All I'm saying is, I'm watching these debates. I'm watching the campaign trail. We are in a different space in our life, crack. Not only because we was raised a certain way, but we really are tired, like Cube, of being lied to. We are tired of being lied to, crack. And that's why this accountability shit is so real, brother. So I just really want
to say, the first day after inauguration, Biden got to sit down with everybody and let us know, because in the next few years, they ain't running this again. They not running this play. The next election is the most. They're not running that in 3 years.
I don't even know. I don't even crack. I don't even know if motherfuckers is gonna be willing to hear any of that shit after he win. It's not gonna be no reason to, because he done secured his win already. What the fuck he gotta sit down and talk to anybody for after he got what he want?
Listen, they have a fraternity called the Democrats. Everybody will be in trouble. And I'm telling you, I'm a lifetime Democrat. I never voted Republican in my life.
Likewise, by the way. Never voted Republican in my life.
They're in trouble.
On a local level and on a fucking presidential level. Never.
But they're in trouble. The Democratic Party is if we don't see real results for the black and brown community on paper, new laws and all that, in the next 3 years, they're in big trouble. But we're not going for it. We're not going for it no more. I already saw my mother and father. This is how deep this shit is, boss. I sat down with my mother and father, the people who taught me how to vote. I said, look, we're not going for this shit no more. We're going to get Biden. We're going to go all out for him, but we want to see results. Ice Cube's not wrong, but I'm just saying, you see how them boys ran with throwing the Trump hat?
Oh, yeah, nah. But, yeah, the fuckery level is unprecedented, bro. We are seeing the fuckery level it's reaching new heights, crack. Like, we've never seen none of this. This shit we watching right now, this shit is definitely out of some fucking, some Hollywood script from somewhere.
Oh, no, it's a movie.
This is all the way a movie.
I won't tell you who, but our brother, you know who I'm talking about. Our brother. I'm chilling with him and he says, yo, I want you to know, this is a movie. I said, yo, what do you mean? Oh, no, we living in a movie. Like, he like, yo, in 2 years, 2020's coming out in the theater near you. He said, this shit is a movie. I'm looking at him, he's like, this is a movie. Like, I want you to know, in 2 years from now, when all this shit is over, this is going to be the biggest movie Hollywood ever made.
That's real shit.
So much fuckery going on all over. This shit is crazy.
It's beyond crazy.
Boss, I want to take it back to and then, you know, we rock it. Flavor Ear remix.
Right.
LLU. Biggie, rest in peace, Craig Mack.
Rampage.
Rampage went crazy on there too.
No doubt.
Everybody wanted to rap on that beat right there. How did you feel when you jumped on there with LL? You was on there with the greatest of the greats. How did you feel? What is your best remix that you was on, that you most proud of being on? And was there ever another remix that somebody else made, another artist, that they didn't call you for the remix and you was like, if I'd have got on that shit, I would have fucked that remix up?
The first question to answer is, how did it feel being on Flavor in Your Ear with LL, Big, Craig Mack, Rampage? There's no greater feeling than to be in the company of LL, period. That's like, before we can get to anybody else, anything with L, if that ain't the most dream come true shit for a nigga like me and you,
yeah, it's my dream.
That was my dream come true, to ever be able to do something with one of the most dangerous swordsmen lyrically to ever exist in this culture to this day. So L, and one of the best to ever do it, period. That's the GOAT for real. So that in itself was some shit that's I'm still floating on that cloud. I can't even front.
You knew he was on there when you wrote your verse.
Yeah, I definitely knew he was on there. Big was starting to really get into this magical place. And it was like, wow, I'm watching this evolution happen with him right before my eyes. That was just like, fucking shit, bro. Craig was already leading the charge because Big wasn't really out yet. It was just, this was Craig's moment. You know, he's leading the bad boy charge. So when I came to Puff, when I got the call and I came to Puff to get on the record, when they reached out to me to get on it, my situation at the time was breaking Rampage. I already knew what I was going to do.
Yeah, how you even finagle that? Like, you on the record with LL, you on the record with motherfucking B.I.G. It's the hottest record in the universe. Like, I mean, I remember one day, my birthday at the Fever, I had anybody you could name there, and every single rapper was like, yo, throw on the Craig back beat, throw on the Craig. Everybody rapped on that shit. I'm like, and then you got Rampage, who was fairly new, on the remix. How did you finagle that?
So this is what happened. I told Puff, I need Rampage on this record. It's my new artist, and the motherfucker get busy. Let him get on. If you don't like the verse, you ain't got to use it. We ain't looking for no bag for him. We just want the look. So this is how Puff did his brother at the time. He knew he had to pay Busta Rhymes. But, you know, Puff a hustler.
Oh.
This Puff, one of the greatest hustlers to ever do it. So big up to Puff. But my brother said to me, you want your man on this? First of all, we gotta love the verse. Secondly, you want your man on this motherfucking record, bro? You gotta do your verse for free. I said, that's how you gonna do me, nigga? He said, I'm not doing shit. You choose. I made my choice. We playing chess, right? We ain't playing checkers, right? There's a bigger picture here, right? Okay, cool. I gotta situate my man. Rampage gotta have this look. This ain't no other opportunity might ever come around like this again for him to be in such great company. You know what I'm saying? So it was a legendary chess move. I am the most proudest of that decision that I made at that time under the circumstances. And if I had to do it again, I'd do it the fuck again. For another one of my new artists, he could be in great company like that because I got some phenomenal artists. Big up OT Genesis. Big up Stove God Cooks. Big up Prayer. Big up Murder Moon. Big up J Doe. Big up Trillion. Fuck you, man. By the way, OT Genesis got the monster new single out right now with Charlie Wilson and Chris Brown. Please go and experience that, people. And by the way, one of the best albums to drop this fucking year, and I've comfortably waited to say this shit because this project has been out for some months. But I just wanted to see all of the other shit that might have came out so that I can comfortably say this. Stove God Cooks has an album called Reasonable Drought. And it is produced entirely by Rock Marcy, my other fucking brother. This has to be one of the most incredible albums. I would be comfortable enough to say top 3 albums, hands down, this entire year. And if y'all got any back talk, don't give me no back talk prematurely, because I ain't entertaining none of that. Do yourself the biggest fucking favor and go listen to Stove God Cooks' Reasonable Drought album, and then maybe you could comment in one of my gram posts a few days from now, because you need to replay it probably 2 or 3 times and experience the whole experience from top to bottom without skipping a song. See, y'all so used to just picking shit apart because of these streaming platforms and shit. Y'all ain't even doing yourself the justice of being able to appreciate what really goes into the intricacies of putting together a cohesive body of work. Y'all missing out on so much magic. Just the way a song goes into the other song. There might be some shit in that little 10 seconds that's such a magical fucking moment that you missing out on. Treat yourself to that. It don't take more than about an hour, one day, so you could just appreciate the refreshing first-time experience. The second day, you get to dissecting the shit. You want to start rewinding punchlines and metaphors. And then the third time you listen, you're very clear and you got an understanding of what the fuck is going on. Then you could comment. Then you could call me and talk about what I'm talking about. But again, big up motherfucking Stove God Cooks and the rest of the conglomerate family. That's that.
What's the remix you wish you was on that you ain't get on?
Okay. Let me think about this. Overall, or you talking about old shit or recent shit?
Overall, you heard a remix, not recent. It could be anything, recent or old. What's the song you heard?
I'm gonna tell you the remix that I wish I was able to rhyme on. When it was new and fresh. But I ended up doing my own version of the shit on the Genesis album anyway. But when Pete Rock did Shut 'Em Down, Public Enemy, I cried down that shit, bro. I cried several times. Like, it wasn't just one time I cried. Like, crack, you remember what the fuck that beat and that remix and that marriage with Chuck D's voice and that production made you feel like.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yo, you know how we used to wish certain records was ours? You remember how we used to do that a lot? We would be around a nigga, we love their record so much, but we couldn't even really say it to him. I wish your fucking record was mine. Yo, you know what I'm talking about, crack? Yo, that was one of them records, bro. Mm-hmm. I just was like, you know another record that did that to me? The World Is Yours remix that Pete Rock did for Nas' Illmatic album 2. Jesus Christ. I think I rhymed on that beat on a doo-wop mixtape. Because I couldn't take it.
You know, for me, it's banned from TV.
You know something? You're absolutely right. I forgot. I can't forget that. I think I rhymed on a remake version of Banned from TV. Later on, Nori did it over. I wanted in on the original so fucking bad, crack.
Yeah, that was it.
Bad.
When that shit comes on to this day, my goosebumps goes on, and I'm just like, oh my God, that shit is amazing. Bad for TV. Shout out to Swiss on the check-in.
Jesus Christ. Sure.
That bad for TV, but you put your foot in Annie Up's ass. You put your foot in, and then victory.
Matter of fact,
victory.
big salute to MOP, Remy Ma, and motherfucking Tef, because the 20-year anniversary of Annie Up just passed. Just passed a couple of fucking days ago.
You know, Fame called me a couple of days ago. I was sleeping. And when I woke up, I seen the fucking shit. And Static Select was like, yo, Fame was calling you. And I was like, oh my God, tell him I love him. I love him.
Brother, love MOP for infinity lifetimes. For infinity lifetimes, bro. Real shit.
Yo, Bus.
Yo.
It's been 11 years. I could talk about Extinction Level. I got so much shit, Bus. But Bus, we're gonna break this. We're gonna break the record. But all right. And my thing is, it took you 11 years to make this album. Now, this album is the holy grail of holy grails. It's like, it is what it is. I don't want to talk about certain things. Tell me why 11 years, why? How do you work on an album in 11 years? And I know you got like 500 songs. How do you think? You in the studio for 11 years. You've been in the studio every night.
That's a fact.
I don't even know how you could pay for the budget for a studio for 11 years. Every night.
There is no budget. It's just my money, and I love the studio, and I don't think that anyone is more of a testament of investing in yourself than me, because I don't know anybody who wants it more than me. Still.
Artists out there, invest in yourself. You heard Bus. Invest in yourself. Continue, Bus. 11 years, Bus. I know who's on the album. It's fucking out of this fucking world. Yo, Bus, this ain't no regular type. Shout out to Breon. Breon on the check. And
Breon, salute. I do want to say big shout out to Jamie Foxx. He's going through a turbulent time right now.
I didn't know that.
I don't want to put it out there or no negative shit. It's just, you know, he lost a very significant loved one in his family.
I gotta hit him up. I love Jamie, man.
Yeah, I want everybody real quick to just send their most beautiful, prayers and incredible energy to our brother Jamie Foxx, and just wish him well through this challenging time. And Jamie, we love you, and may the blessings continue to be bestowed on overflowing levels on you and your family during these times, brother. I love you, and forgive me if I disclose.
He's one of the best people I know on earth.
Real talk.
One of the best people I know on earth. Jamie Foxx makes everybody happy, always makes you feel good. He always comes through for everybody. So prayers out to Jamie.
Real talk.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Bus.
Yeah. I didn't want to throw the energy in a negative place, but we know that we got to start being a little more responsible and taking the initiative with keeping each other up. You know what I'm saying? Especially during these times. Again, like we was talking about earlier, as men, we're not really allowed to talk about when we're going through vulnerable times and vulnerable spaces in our lives. And we got to stop letting that shit be okay. Like, we should be able to start being more of a resource to each other, bro. And it's okay to ask each other for fucking help. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think, it's imperative, especially in these times. I think people forget that, as you get to these certain stages in your life, when we get to certain ages, we realize that we only have 1 or 2 cycles in life left. When you done been through 1 or 2 or 3 of them already, and you're at the midway point.
We've been through 3.
We've been through 3.
Well, we've been through 3. I've been through 4 before the 3 in the streets. It was like 10 cycles.
Real shit.
Yo, I don't even believe it, man. I can't even believe it.
It's a blessing what we've survived, and you in particularly, and what we are able to do in celebrating each other with this kind of dialogue we having. But with what we learned with and from the shit we done been through, how are we applying the shit that we've learned? And are we applying the shit that we've learned the way we're supposed to? I know, and particularly when it comes to the way we say we love each other, the way we say we rock with each other and support each other. I'm not with the talk no more the way I used to. Be okay with a person saying something and not living what they say. That don't mean that you have to do anything for anyone. It's still a choice thing. None of this should come with pressure or stress. But if you are in the position to help a brother, a friend, a loved one that you know really need it, and they are worthy of that blessing from you, you ain't taking nothing with you when it's time to go.
Oh, you never are.
Never are. So
talk to these people. Give me 1 minute, boss. I'm coming right. I gotta use the bathroom.
Got you, Ken. Got you.
Got me fucked up. Talk to them 1 second, boss.
Yo, I'm gonna spend this time to acknowledge a few people. I want everybody to big up Vibes Cartel. It's one of the most incredible and one of the most profound artists to ever exist. Period. I want everybody to big up Buju Banton. Another one of the most incredible profound artists to ever exist. I want everybody to big up Bounty Killer. That man is responsible for giving birth and breathing life into so many artists from dancehall culture. Big up Ninja Man, that is my brother and my friend. There's a lot of other artists that needs to be acknowledged on the dancehall circuit. I just want to big up the whole entire dancehall and Jamaican culture. Because that's what made me. That's what gave birth to hip hop. Period.
Boss,
what's good, Craig?
Flowers.
Thank you.
You know, for many years, I thought Sade was her name. I didn't realize it was a group. I always thought it was Sade.
I always thought that too. I found that out later on. You're absolutely right.
Yo, it's a fucking group, right?
Hold on 1 second. I gotta big up Be Worried. Y'all gonna learn who Be Worried is. Y'all know him, but y'all don't know him.
Let me say something, boss. Boss, this is a big moment, though. You gotta let me finish this one.
Got you.
If Busta Rhymes, the name Busta Rhymes was a group, we would have to include one of the main ingredients, which is split style, you know.
And the bumbo cloud, in fact, of course you have to include split style, man. You mean, man?
Split Star. Tell me about your relationship with Split Star. I even remember when you played the joint for me and Biggie. Split was it like you too? Because with no disrespect to Dougie Fresh, because Dougie Fresh is one of my role models. You are the greatest entertainer of all time. I mean, and Doug is beyond a living legend of a living, we love, right? Because that's the only person, right? But yo, boss, tell me about you and Split Star. How you met? What's this relationship? What's this organic? Like, nobody else is like you two, bro.
Thank you, Crack. I mean, first of all, I love the fact that you giving me an opportunity to really express my gratification and my love for Spliff. Like, Spliff is my best friend. I got a few really incredible best friends that they come from my very, very, and it's not just my humble beginnings, just my beginnings, period. Spliff Star, my DJ Scratchator, my brother Kev Webb, and my brother Special. These are all 34, 35-year and better relationships. Every last name that I just called. So, I'm talking like, me and Spliff first really had we knew each other before this moment, but this was the moment that turned us into friends. Me and my cousin Eric and Troy Avenue between Church and Linden Boulevard, Church Avenue and Linden Boulevard in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. My cousin. We all was raised in my cousin's crib. My cousins Anab, Tashi, Mike Burrows, and Michelle. And that house, that was like the house that the whole block loved to come to, right? Because my Aunt Zonia and my Uncle Tony got 5 kids. They all was in similar age group. And it was just a turn up in their crib all the time because there was so many kids in that house. And Mike, God bless his soul, he was a DJ. And, you know, Eric was just the street kids, and Nab and Tash, you know, all of them was just the cute girls in the family and on the block and in the neighborhood. So me and Eric, we got birthdays 2 days apart. He's May 18th, I'm May 20th. So my aunt used to have birthday parties for us at the same time where we would share the birthday celebration, 2 cakes and the whole shit.
Yeah, me and Uncle Dan, my birthday's the 19th, his the 20th. We were so poor, we had 1 cake from both of us.
That's real shit. Nah, that's real shit. That's the way we came up. So again, that same being on a budget, it wasn't no 2 separate birthday parties. We had to do them shits together. Let's knock this shit out one time. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Real shit. So we used to have these fake marriages with the cutest girl that we might have had a crush on in the neighborhood, was in our aunt's crib, right? So